Hi, I'm Todd Lynham of theurbanherb.net, and today we're talking about iodine. We got a request to discuss iodine from our customer, Kiera from Brooklyn, New York. So we appreciate the request. We're going to definitely honor that. And so let's start by talking about how do you get iodine? What are the sources of iodine? So some of the best sources of iodine are going to come from the ocean. So you're going to be using sea herbs like bladderwrack, Irish moss, kelp, spirulina, chlorella, black walnut hulls, blue-green algae. These are the best sources of iodine. So if you're worried about radiation poisoning, EMF radiation, or anything like that, iodine is the mineral that you want to use to protect the body from those type of situations. Now, iodine is also important in regards to tumors. So the most common tumor in women that we have is called fibrocystic tumor, is a fibrocystic tumor, also called an ovarian cyst. This is a caffeine toxicity, iodine deficiency problem. It's a problem that causes potassium imbalances in the body. So iodine has what's called a -1 valence. And it's there to hold potassium in solution because potassium has a +1 valence. So these offset each other. What happens when you don't have enough iodine in the body is potassium falls out of solution and the body creates what's called pockets, also normally referred to as ovarian cysts, to collect this potassium as it falls out of solution. The most notorious are fibrocystic breast disease and uterine abnormalities like fibroid tumors. These are all caused by this issue. So the problem is that you have a caffeine toxicity. So you're drinking coffee every day or eating chocolate, which is where you're getting the caffeine. You're getting an inorganic source of caffeine, which is causing the problem. And then you also have the iodine deficiency. So if you live close to the ocean, you're going to get enough iodine from the air because of the sea. But if you live inland, you're most likely going to need to supplement with some for iodine. Now, many people remember back in the day, they used to have iodized salt. But what happened was the people were using the salt as a supplement for iodine, but it was causing the sodium chloride of the salt was causing high blood pressure. So it was like getting the iodine, but you're causing another issue. So that wasn't actually a good thing. So they had, if you notice now, a lot of the salts are not iodized. So people are not looking for their iodine source from a table salt. So if you have this caffeine addiction and if you have the caffeine addiction and the iodine deficiency, this is a perfect recipe or guarantee that you're going to eventually manifest some type of fibrocystic tumors or some uterine tumors. So back to iodine specifically. So iodine is important for brain development. So if you don't have enough iodine, you're going to have a child that's going to be mentally retarded or have to deal with cretinism, dwarfism, or some issues like that. And iodine is also used for metabolizing fat. So it's very good for fat metabolism and for maintaining your weight. So a lot of people who have an issue with obesity can use iodine to regulate their metabolism so that they can lose the weight. And when I say lose, I meant to say reduce the weight or release the weight. When you say the word lose, there's a subconscious kick in where your subconscious mind hears lose and will look to reclaim that weight. So we're always going to use something that has a non-possessive meaning like release as opposed to lose. Like I said, iodine is a trace element essential for regulating metabolism. It's concentrated in the thyroid gland. So people that have thyroid issues, whether it's hyper or hypothyroidism, you want to take a plant-based source of iodine, not an inorganic source. And it also helps with the iodine also helps with the assimilation of calcium and phosphorus. One of the misnomers is that when you take mineral supplements, you're taking them individually, like calcium carbonate, or you're taking magnesium, and the body doesn't use them like that. In fact, all minerals are interrelated. So if you're taking one mineral and not taking it as a with other minerals, you're going to cause problems. And so, because some minerals are used to help other minerals move around the body. Some minerals block other minerals absorption. So the problem is you need to take it from a plant source because it's already balanced. Now, in order for iodine to work properly in the thyroid, or for thyroid to function properly, there also has to be the mineral selenium available in the body. So iodine requires selenium also. So like I said, you want to get a 100% plant-based iodine source. We have one on our website, theurbanherb.net. It's our iodine formula, and it includes the herbs like I mentioned earlier: Irish moss, kelp, spirulina, chlorella, blue-green algae, bladderwrack, black walnut hulls. For me personally, the best herb for iodine is probably either kelp or bladderwrack. I know bladderwrack is a little bit hard to find now. It's been really popularized by people that follow Dr. Sadie and his Irish moss formulas and his bladderwrack formulas. So it's a little bit harder to find now, but you can still get it. Iodine is also great for enhancing breast milk for lactating mothers, stool formation, enhancing lubrication in the colon, providing nutrients for the brain and nervous system, it curbs the appetite, and it mainly assists with weight release. So if you have any thyroid problems, or you're worried, concerned about radiation issues, or if you've had like chemotherapy, or you've been exposed to x-rays like that, iodine is the mineral that you want to use. So you can find our iodine formula on our website, theurbanherb.net. It's in our herbal formula section. You can also call us at 888-619-4372. And you can watch our videos on our YouTube channel. It's called Herbal Solutions. You'll find both myself and Forrest discussing different topics. We usually try to bounce things off each other. You'll see that we don't always agree, but we do agree that you should take personal responsibility for your health. That's one of the things that our charge on the website is for you to take personal responsibility for your health. And remember that prevention is better than cure or remedy. So it's always better to prevent something before it happens, instead of waiting till you get the disease and then trying to heal from it. I'm Todd Lynham, and thank you for your question. I'm here from Brooklyn, New York. And if you guys have any other questions, shoot us an email on our website, or you can just call us and we'll discuss anything you want. There's no topic that's barred. We cover everything, relationship issues. We mainly focus on health. We cover anything. Anything you want to talk about, we'll do a video on it. Thank you for listening, and let's have a nice day and enjoy your weekend.